All right.
Oh, wait, they started? They said that they started.
Well, we're in, and they're gonna ban thing. Right, we started. Welcome to the second game. This is the
Are coming out. Blue side are banning the Briar. B5 banning Briar. Ziwi are banning Gwen. Getting that top lane out of here. The jungle and tops picks are already gone. Blue team hovering that Ezreal, which does engage that they want, a melee ADC.
yeah, it's a melee ADC.
Oh no, there.
Not a melee ADC. I mean, maybe we never know. There's a Garen Yumi in season 8. That would be fire to see, wouldn't it? Or rank I don't know, Rengar Ivan bot lane. I'm hella down. I think both these teams are pretty good though. I'd expect some respect, but you never know. We did see in like the semi-finals when I watched 2 weeks ago, they played Nidalee support, so you never know. There could be just some completely disrespectful picks, and they just destroy everybody. So that could always happen.
It does seem that Ziwi here are currently banning topside, meaning they most likely are going to pick their topside first, getting those counter picks gone to pick their strong picks. Let's see. The Galio coming out on the mid, very team supportive utility mid laner.
Yeah, generally you want to be picking the ADC first. I wonder what. I mean, we're going in blind this time. We don't actually know any of the one tricks or any of the OPGGs. So maybe this is some sort of Rengar one trick. It's got to be a Briar one trick, right? Like these are two champions that are very odd to ban. So you'd assume that there's just all one trick on either side, or very strong picks on the other side anyway.
The KO being under that similar kind of impression, not one you tend to see, often more leaning into solo queue, but the Bard being the first pick. Do they want to out their support first? Ooh, choices down in the bot lane. I think picking your support first isn't, the most ideal, but well, what do you think?
That's what I would say is a one trick. Every Bard I've seen that's ever played is a one trick, and if you're picking it first in a draft, you don't do that. You leave your support to your 4 or 5 picks, or at least your third pick. So I feel like that's warrants some sort of Bard Jhin, maybe a Jhin into Yunara Nico.
With the Yunara, I don't know how well Jhin would work there. Responding with the Kaiser, okay. The Nico, remembering, can be flexed in that support mid lane kind of role, but the Yunara is most definitely the ADC. Yunara being picked again for the second time. Is she really that strong of an ADC right now?
She is, but I think you've got to be quite good at it. Got to be quite good at it in order to make it work really well. Maybe these guys are very good. The Yunara we saw last game didn't manage to pull it out of the bag, didn't manage to find the advantage that she needed into the Smolder. Maybe she can find it into the Kaiser.
Perhaps indeed. Blue B5 spending a lot of time here trying to pick what they want to blind. What they are going to blind is most likely, in my eyes, would be the jungle pick, the Wukong coming out. Very good with the kind of Bard and Kaiser. The knockup providing the ult potential on the Kaiser, and the Bard just providing that stasis onto the enemy team in a small AoE. Are Ziwi going to leave their jungle open to a later pick, or are they going to pick it on B3 here? Or R3, sorry.
It's a weird pick to go Kaiser with Bard, isn't it? I mean, generally with a Kaiser you want to play like the Rel or the Leona, or like the high engage support champions that you can combine with the ultimate of Kaiser that can only go with the stun. Bard stun. It's kind of hard to hit. I actually don't. I'm pretty sure that Kaiser can't ult to a Bard ult. I'm quite sure the stasis doesn't count as a CC.
The stasis doesn't indeed, however the stun does. So it's wondering what they're going to pick. Ziwi responding back with a Scion, meaning are they thinking this Wukong might be in the top laner, or are they just blinding a very strong top laner?
Why does it feel like we're watching the same team again? Like this is a Scion Yunara again.
It just feels like a repeat. The Anivia coming out, an unusual ban, but highly strong as well. Very much for the blue side, they are going to be wanting that AP potentially in the mid lane or in the top, but they're only, with the AP support and the hybrid ADC, they potentially do want that AP in the mid lane, like a strong AP in the top or mid. The channel ban coming out from B5 though. again, I'm really glad the Trundle ban. It was going to just be a repeat of last game if it wasn't with the Yunara Scion Trundle. They're getting that gone. I mean, we did see last game how effective the Trundle E was to create engages for the Yunara and the Scion.
Yeah, I wonder if they know something we don't. Maybe there's some sort of like, you know, is Gen G playing Scion, Yunara, Trundle, or what is this? What is going on? I've never seen this, but it feels like everyone's playing it, so...
Definitely feels like a EUS draft. It does indeed. The Silas ban coming out, making a lot of sense with the the Nico Scion combo. The Silas being able to steal both their ults, meaning it does just provide a free piece of engage to Silas whenever he needs it or whenever he wants it. Meaning that they did double ban their mid laners. Meaning Ziwi does seem to be very afraid of the potentials of the mid lane from B5. But is the bans going to matter though in game? I wonder. Is B5's mid laner going to be strong enough to pull through it? B5 going to be responding with the Lee Sin. The Lee Sin, in my opinion, making very much sense. The knock-ups and the mobility from him, meaning he can just get in their backlines and, you know, provide a good opening opportunity for that Scion, Yunara, and Nico.
Yeah, Lee Sin is a weird one, isn't it? Like, Lee Sin is like a very hard champion to play, and you don't really, I mean, again, unless they don't want trick, you don't really ban. I mean, unless they don't want an early game jungler. Trundle, Lee Sin, very notoriously very strong early game junglers. So maybe that's kind of what they were banning out. They didn't want to fight, they didn't want an early game jungler into Wukong.
Seems like they didn't. The Viego being in response, though. Is the Viego what they really want? Is the Viego going to be able to play up on the, you know, the kills and the resets from his team? I wonder. The Cho'Gath coming out from B5 here, it looks like a very strong AP heavy you know, front line, being able to be paired with the Wukong really well with the knockups, the silences, and the true health damage onto the Scion. The Cho'Gath just being, you know, an ultimate, what appears to be just a straightforward win in the top side, in my opinion.
I feel like whenever I've played in tournaments and I've drafted Viego, the main reason that you draft Viego is because you have insane single target damage. Like, you can blast one person immediately, but Yunara, Nico, Scion, like, I'm playing Viego with a Malzahar here. Like, I'm playing Viego with an Ahri here. I need something that can just lock one dude up and kill him, so I can get that reset very, very quickly, and then
that is what the Nico and Yunara are for, in my opinion here. The Viego being a potentially really strong pick. He might not be the engage of the team, but he's definitely the pick of the team. Even if he just gets that slight assist, he still gets the reset from it, which is really good for, yeah, especially their team now, picking Aurora in response to Azir. Blue team very much denying that Viego to be in close range with them, with the Wukong knockups, the Cho'Gath silence, and the, you know, the Sarima shuffle. However, it doesn't seem likely with the Kaiser heading bot side, the Aurora being caught out, again, slightly poked by the Bard.
Okay, well, there we go. We're fully in and we're ready to go. Yeah, just defending that invade. The red side looks like they're just defending it. They don't want to do anything crazy, but they're going to sit there and defend, make sure that they can't get that ward at 1 minute 30 on the Raptors. And they're going to go for it.
The intel there is going to be really what they need. That's really how the Wukong, you know, one-ups the Viego in this side. Having that intel, that vision, knowing where that Viego is going to path and where
the
he
timing!
is.
Let me zoom out. The timing of him recalling right before Azir walks up and gets the ward, like, that's so unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate that the Scion Q just about missed as well. Maybe like a hair an inch off, you know, getting the knock up there. But blue team now covering for the invade, expecting red team to follow them. But red team were just like, no, I rather want my lanes. I did not expect this. The Azir top lane going the more pokey build with lethal tempo. Aurora.
But the funny thing is they both were playing this. Aurora
they both too. Both teams didn't think it was enough. The bot brawl here onto the Nico, the ignite coming out, flash coming out from Kaiser, first blood at a minute 50. Oh my god, the Yunara still alive, attempts to go for the Kaiser. Kaiser's down. The
Kaiser gets that as well.
Kaiser got both those kills, putting her exceedingly ahead. She buys the coal. Yunara getting the longsword. Bot lane, you wanted a fiasco, here it is.
Yeah,
you wanted the fight.
Level 2 versus level 1. Just getting an insane amount of poke on Azir as well. That top lane looks hard to play. Bot lane looks hard to play. Very good start, isn't it, for For
B5.
is it B5? Yeah, it is
doing,
B5. Yeah.
B5 doing an excellent job there with their bot side, getting that Kaiser with the 2 kills. I didn't expect the fight to be right level 1 the second they went face to face, but I guess they hit the way each other looked.
Yeah.
One of them looked at each other funny. The Bard being level 3, the rest of the people being level 1 in lane. This is a travesty already.
Yeah, level 3 Bard. That guy's a raid boss. He didn't even get the kills. I don't even know how he's level 3. Did he stay?
He was just the last alive. He did because he's got CS not a back yet. The cookie's being used by the Bard though. Him having the 1 cookie. Now he's gone for a roam red side attempt to see their advantage, but I just don't think they saw anything.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna look for another invade. Flash Q from the Bard. Kaiser's gonna follow it up, maybe get some damage off. Is that gonna be a kill? He's gonna kill Bard instead. Kaiser gets a trade back. Viego's coming in from the jungle. Nothing else is gonna happen, just a trade 1-for-1.
Oh, why you said you wanted a fiasco, here it is. The fights in bot side, when they just come face to face, they just go at it.
Yeah, they must just there must be some personal vendetta. They're just walking up and killing each other for no reason. This is a 2v2 in the mid lane.
It's a 3v2 in the mid lane. You've got the Nico coming as the support, the Yunara on the back, so it makes sense for the roam. The Bard's responding too. What is this? How do they know what they're playing? There is a fight in the top side river. Blue team chasing down that Sion and low HP. The Bard pool coming out. The Wukong following up. The Sion with the shield attempts to make it out alive. The Viego going in tenet, but I don't think it's enough. The Sion going down, the Viego not the Bard. The Sion whacking the Bard, getting the reset for the Viego. The Viego portal's over. But Wukong sees this, the flash to dodge the stun, taking down the Nico. The Wukong just keeps attempting to get the kill on the Aurora, but it's not enough. That 2v1 was just not good enough.
So in a 3v3 fight in the mid lane / river / topside jungle of the red side, that managed to be just a 2-for-2. Just a simple, lowly little 2-for-2. Nobody gains any really advantage. I guess there's a bit of tempo advantage somewhere. Viego manages to stay on his camps, whereas Wukong doesn't. But what is going on?
The Bard here just being everywhere on the map, everything everywhere all at once. He's just, peeks out of a bush, he's there. Next second you blink and he's in the top lane. Oh my god, they're playing this game like a mirror matchup. The entire game's just mirrored. Yeah. Each team just knows what the other one's doing and just says, you know what, we're going to do this anyway. We're going to keep things spicy and interesting.
You're right, that's so weird, right? They knew that they were swapping in the early game, and they swapped mid and top to match lanes. Then they did this 3v3 play. Now there's a TP coming in top, and they've swapped back. So now top is versus top again, and mid is versus mid again.
Red side really just wanted to swap back, get the usual matchup. Bard going in, getting the electrocute proc, the slows onto the Aurora. The Nico thinking it was a Viego, the Bard backed off, but he still got stunned anyway. What is going on? Viego not on the reset here, but he's clearing his blue side, meaning they do get the advantage for Drake here. Wukong again behind on CS with the death earlier in the red top side. Sion's just enjoying it.
Do this dragon? Who's gonna have prio? Bot lane, is bot lane gonna have prio? Is the red side bot lane gonna have prio? Viego looks like he's starting it. Wukong is around though, so I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like red side's got prio. Sion's getting prio in the mid lane against Azir, which is a little bit crazy, but yeah, it looks like red side's gonna just take
Viego can just solo the Drake at this point, but he doesn't. The red side does have that better wave clearing with the Yunara Nico. They've just got the AoE and the damage to be pushed out there, meaning that they do just take the Drake for free. Again, same as last time. First Drake Chemtech, which means that Chemtech Cell is now not an option. The next Drake coming up is again another Cloud Drake. We are really just getting a repeat of next game. Or not next game, the game before.
This Cho'Gath is proxying in top lane. I'm going to give it a bit of a swap up to there. Because what is this guy doing? There's 3 people in this jungle. And he's just proxying. This is gross.
Cho'Gath just says, these minions are mine and I do not care. But blue side did just attempt the dive on red side and failed it. That's why that he decided to make this play. But he's got the CS, but he is taken down by 3 of red side. Oh my god, each team are playing this game just mirroring each other. I'm convinced of it. Someone in the the team's telling them what's going on, and they're just making these plays.
There's a spy on either team. Somebody on. I feel like there's there's a port on each team has swapped voice chats, and is coming for the other team to like tell them exactly what to do and when they're doing it. It's crazy how they perfectly know each other's game plan.
Again, the teams are equal, the game's equal. Both teams are doing this. Bot lane now swapping to top. The Yanara and Nico are now seeing this and doing the same thing. The Wukong's already topside covering for their blue. The grubs are coming up. That's what they're going to do. They're going to be fighting for these grubs here. Sion kind of low compared to the Azir. They are going to be slowly moving in. The red team into the grubs pit. Wukong's might one of the grubs taking it for himself. Blue side is now terrified though. They're going for a fight in the grubs. Red side taking the second grub, and blue side just giving it for free. They're slow to move, but not, they're way too slow. Now the grubs are done, and now blue team's going in. Now they have the men. Red team are dispersing themselves, but the Bard's just casually walking in. He says, "This is my house now, and I'm going to get the intel on where you are."
Cho'Gath's not going to proxy one more time, is he?
Cho'Gath is attempted to go for the proxy on the Aurora.
Getting shuffled into the minion wave. Is he going to die for it? Flashes away. Oh, the lethal tempo just barely hits him and kills him.
The Sion going down. Blue team now seeing that Viego roam mid. This is a travesty for blues, for red side. Sorry, they are just dropping like flies. But which team has the lead? It's hard to say. Yes, blue side have the 1k gold advantage, but red team just seem to be in a more open position to make a play here. Yeah, as I say that the bot is roaming. They have the two objectives being the two leads on grubs and the Chemtech Soul. That leaves just one more objective, and either the I can't actually see who First Blood went out to, I can't remember. So I think Boots at the moment are 50-50 and could go either way with whoever gets, the objective or the grubs.
I think it was Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa got First Blood, right? Botland.
Indeed, but who got the first 3 kills? It must have been blue side, I believe.
It must have been if they got... Yeah, it was. They got 2 and then... Yeah, that makes sense. I think blue side got them. B5 in a pretty good position.
So B5 has the 3 kills needed. Red side are more prominent to be getting the objective, which just leads the first tower now, which does look to be map-wise currently leaning more towards bot side blue, with the 5 plates to 3. No other tower has been touched besides bot side. Bard attempts to walk through the river.
This is just a classic Bard. You just kind of run around hitting people for no reason, taking damage. Maybe there's a dive in the bot side.
Bot side are question mark pinging. However, on top side, the Aurora is going to attempt to get some damage on the plates, but Cho's going to respond. The 3-man and red team going after the Wukong. The Wukong getting stunned, but that's not enough for red team to catch up and follow it. Viego doesn't, want to follow that because he doesn't know where blue side is. They were all waiting in the river. Smart move from them. So at the game, it's just a poking fest. It's just see who can annoy the other first and, force the other to make a mistake.
It really has slowed down, hasn't it? It's very slow, and they haven't... before, it was sort of Armageddon, fight 3v3 in the mid lane. Now, it feels like, a little bit of trades here and there, but nothing really crazy is happening anymore. They've all kind of mellowed out. Maybe there was some nerves in the early game, making a little bit of mistakes, but now everybody's starting to play their own game, and there's not as many mistakes. As we say that, hold on to
the Aurora.
What? I couldn't even...
Just solo bolo from Cho'Gath in the top lane, getting the flash knock up silence, and then the ult just to finish it off. The Aurora getting caught up by, the knock up from Cho'Gath because she E'd in.
Of course, as soon as I say there's no mistakes, has to be a mistake, doesn't there?
You're just jinxing this. I think at this point you're the one directing the game. Every call you've seen to make so far has been correct. You wanted a high impact game. Here we have 10 kills in the first 5 minutes. Now it's slowing down indeed. The Drake is going to go to the Wukong though, but blue side do engage on the Viego, seeing the Viego spot. The Nico ult does come out. The Bard going down. The Kai'Sa ult coming out. The Wukong ult coming out onto the bot lane, getting both of them in one. The Yunara going down, the Nico going down, the TPs from Aurora come out on the Kai'Sa. Is it going to be enough for the Kai'Sa? No, it does not. The Aurora gets stunned. The Viego onto the Kai'Sa, but it's not enough. Kai'Sa runs away, goes triple kill to the Kai'Sa. Blue team are just stomping on the red side, slowly going down, playing the fight slow. Kaiser getting the quadra kill.
That was a very well played fight from Kaiser. Viego took the Bard portal and he went to Narnia on accident. He went miles away from the team fight. He had no impact there because Bard placed a portal, died, but then after his lingering death, pulled Viego out of the fight because I guess he misclicked or maybe he thought somebody was up there. That's so unfortunate.
Not too sure myself, but choices were made and it was not the right choices for red team. Currently 12-6 in scores.
You don't want to 1v1
the Yunara just attempting to get some payback onto the Azir there, but it just wasn't enough. Cho'Gath solo on the top side, Viego's there. Cho'Gath expects this.
What?
The knock comes out. Nico stunning the Bard, but the ignite from the Bard coming out. The Bard currently deeping their back. It was all Bard damage indeed. Bard misses the stasis, but that's fine. The Azir's there as a backup. The Nico is coming out, but it's not enough. The Yunara and the Nico both go down to the hands of Azir. What is going on?
How did Bard just do 80% of that guy's health in one hit? No, Kaiser's getting caught out in a mid-wave.
Kaiser's getting caught out in the mid-wave. The Viego stun's coming out of the silence, though it's just not enough. Viego now collecting that bounty from Kaiser. Oh my god.
It looks like B5 already got the top tier 1. I mean, I'm assuming... Top tier 3, sorry. And I'm assuming that's because of Cho'Gath's incessant pushing and dying for the wave. Well, he didn't even die that many times, but he did proxy the wave twice, we saw. So, I mean, he managed to get it eventually, and I think he was on bot side for a while as well. He probably managed to get all that turret damage on the bot turret to get it down.
Now the Azir's taking that. That's all the gold to Azir. The Azir with 3 kills up, a 400 gold bounty, 20 CS. It does seem like a potential another stomp with blue side being 14-8. The 6k got up. The Cho'Gath going on the Aurora again. Are we seeing another solo bolo? The Aurora is slowed out, but he just walks into the Cho'Gath. The Aurora buffering the Cho'Gath knock up, leading to the exhaustion of Aurora's flash. Cho'Gath still having his flash up, but he's going to come down for the fight in the red side jungle.
Yeah, looks like they have a lot of push on these turrets. Azir's got a very easy time killing the Sion off, but they might get dived here. Flash ult coming out from Sion. Flashes away from the stun from Viego. He's going to get both of them here, and he's going to live, maybe. Oh, what a play from Azir.
What were we watching there? The 1v2 dive didn't go well for red side. Azir still standing tall. He says that you cannot take me down no matter how many men you send my direction. The Nico ult coming out, but it doesn't matter because the Nico gets stunned. The Cho'Gath and the Aurora again. They seem to very much like this kind of back and forthness in the top side especially. I mean, the Cho'Gath just being that strong.
Cho'Gath had that taste of blood. He's done it before, you know, he has the flash up. He has the flash up in 30 seconds actually, but he's done it before and he wants to do it again. He's outplayed him once, he's going to outplay him one more time.
He says that I've taken you down once, I can do it again. No matter how many more times you come at me, I'll be stronger each time. The jungler's here. The red side, Viego walking in, realizing he has no buff. That I believe it was Cho'Gath just completely yoinked. That's so unfortunate. Just that depressive feeling of when you walk into your own jungle and your own buff's gone.
Yeah.
Oh no,
45 seconds on the dragon. So that's what we're going to be looking for here. Azir is moving bot. Cho'Gath moving top. Viego's actually on the top side, away from the dragon. Going to maybe make a play on Cho'Gath instead of take the dragon. Maybe that's the sort of the idea that they're going for here. I
do believe that is the plan. With their lack of priority bot side,
it's a Nico.
Mid, they just kind of want to make a play top. The Nico coming out attempts to get that burst damage, but it's not just enough, unfortunately. But Viego is going to go for the dive, potentially hitting the turret twice. TP is coming out from blue side. Cho'Gath just walking up, dealing the damage. They are sending it 2-person top side. I guess they wanted that the Azir TP, to be honest. That's a really nice play. The Bard missing a stasis on the cannon, sending it to Narnia. The portal is now the stasis. The Bard out of position. The Viego flashes W's on. The Viego getting the reset on the Bard. Is this going to be enough? Swapping down to bot lane here. The Wukong is now just trying to get priority for the Drake. He's focusing on the lane rather than the objective, which is strange. However, it's his decisions to make, not mine. The Viego attempts to get the stun on the Azir over the wall, but it's not enough. That range was just... Oof. The 17-9, red team have picked up a couple of kills here again. only giving blue side the minimal that they needed, catching up on that gold lead. Now they're only 7k gold behind rather than the 8k that they were earlier. One Drake going out to both teams.
Oh, he's caught him.
The Aurora, the Cho'Gath going for the Aurora again, getting the knock up the silence and the damage. The Cho'Gath emoting
A little bit of a
there.
Xayah thumbs up there. I could have got you, but I didn't want to. You know, I let you live.
It's playing those mind games. It's more than just if you can make a mistake. The double ward out going from red team. Oh, that is a yikes from them. Wasting that 75 gold plus the 5 gold extra for the ward that Blues had get if they, destroy it.
It's a Mountain Soul,
Blues
so looking for a little bit of more tankiness. Looks like blue side's going to get that Mountain Soul for the time being, but again, this is what we talked about in the draft. Sometimes, if you've got an Azir that's really, really strong, how about you just play Viego and become the very, very strong Azir? Another little fight onto the top lane. The Aurora just flashes away, nice and easy. Sion's going to come for the Azir.
The Sion missing his ult, unfortunately.
They did this once, can they do it again? Oh, he's going to flash an ult and kill the Aurora. Azir's going in a 1v3. It looks like they're going to kill this Azir. Azir looks like he just completely entered it. But,
Nico coming back out for the ult, saving the Viego there, but it's not enough, unfortunately. Cho'Gath saying, my bot side cannot get kills here, so instead I'll just take out this Aurora, chomping the Aurora's head off. Oh my god.
I wonder what that Azir, he saw blood. He saw some blood in the water there. He didn't, I'm sure that he thought he shouldn't do that. Is this another catch out, or is he going to kill everybody here? Looks like he ults away from the Sion ult. They're coming in for some backup. Bard's coming in, there's a teleport coming down. Sion's just taken away by the Kai'Sa, and that's just it. It looks like Kai'Sa's being caught. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
That is the quote that I believe the Kai'Sa's just said. Using her ult there to escape the Sion knockup meant that Viego didn't get the reset, so they couldn't continue in that fight from red side, meaning that the blue side just back off with the win of the kill.
Yeah, very nice play. We might be able to get a consolation prize. Just getting the bot tower. 3 people looking for it. 2 people looking for it. Oh wait, is that a Nico? That's a Nico. And Nico is dead. Immediately.
The Nico is trying to disguise himself as a Viego, but it's just not enough. The Cho'Gath now leaving his lane for the first time. It's because he smells the Aurora's blood, getting the knock up, continuing moving forwards. Blue team now backing up the Cho'Gath.
Gets knocked up though. No. He's gonna die. Okay.
The Cho'Gath just having a pure hatred for Aurora this game, getting the knock up, the silence, getting the cancel on the Aurora jump, and just taking her down with the chomp. The rest of the team wasn't needed, but the extra support was nice. Now the Bard just
Why did he do so much damage? He has a rage. Oh no, he doesn't have a rage blade. That's a Kai'Sa. I guess he has a Liandry's. But how does he do that with damage?
It's a Bard with electrocute, my friend. Nothing does more damage than that. The burst just coming out from the proc of that, giving the Atakan to blue side here for free. The Azir and the Wukong can just do this and say, I don't need my ADC this game. I can do this ourselves.
Sion will get a little prize in the top lane. Oh no, because Azir's coming in to stop him. He's also tanking the turret. I'm not sure how he managed to do that, but I have to back off.
I try to believe in the underdog story, but I just don't think it's one of those games, unfortunately.
10, it's a big number, 10,000.
The 10,000 gold ahead, the 5 turrets, meaning blue side just have all the map pressure. Viego having no jungle, Wukong being up 20 CS, but it doesn't matter because red side are going to attempt to make a play on the Bard. The Bard being stunned, the Nico coming out, but the Bard portal's away. That was a perfect play from Bard. The red side have to chase here, taking down Bard. That's perfect. A 1-for-1 trade right now. The Kai'Sa's focusing the sound. The sound's too deep. Managing to flash out with just 1 HP. Is the Kai'Sa W going to be enough? No, it's not, because he's going to heal up off of the plant. The Viego is just going to be able to portal out due to having the Bard. Red team just going to back away. Blue team is just going to keep pressuring here. There's Zero over the wall going in the back line. Knowing the styles there. The Shurima shuffle onto the Viego, knocking him up. The Wukong following up. Is it enough? Yes, it is. The damage is just too extreme for them to handle. The Sion and the Viego just going down. Blue side just having that pressure of the rest of the map, turrets being taken down, meaning they can just walk up like that, even if they don't have too much vision. The Cho'Gath just splitting the side here, knowing that no one can touch him. The Aurora attempts going again. The Cho'Gath just tanking the turret, just tanking 4th shot, 5th one, 6th one, and he's still alive. The Aurora's chasing him. The Cho'Gath on low HP.
The problem is he knows that he's gonna get chomped. If he walks too close, he's dying. So he can't do anything. He can't like W forward to get a QE because he's gonna die to the ult. Like this. He's gonna get chomped.
The red side have extended a bit too far. The Bard calling for help, responding to that help.
What?
Call the Bard taking down the Nico missing her ult.
Level
Vigo
16.
following up her.
That guy just kills him.
The Viego attempts are walking, but the Bard, the Cho'Gath is just too strong for them. The silence means Viego cannot do anything, just being taken down, giving the third Drake to blue side here.
I feel like there's nothing more demoralizing than watching the stomps are stomps, right? But Cho'Gath stomps. It's just like you just get 75% of your health completely obliterated by one button. Like, it just feels bad, you know? You're just watching, and then all of a sudden it's like he's 1 HP, but you can't jump into him because he's gonna murder you with his silence plus auto attack plus ult. Like, he's just gonna kill you. So it's just demoralizing. What do you do? Can't kill Sion. Azia's a raid boss. The Kai'Sa's become a raid boss because he's just kind of been beneficiaried. He also got that double kill in the early game. That is true. But this game looks very, very hard. Bard's doing half of Yunara's HP with a Q and an auto attack, but he's gonna die for it right now. Whereas Cho'Gath just eats the guy at the top. Kai'Sa's doing some crazy stuff to try and survive this. Doesn't manage to survive it. Viego turns into Kai'Sa, but can't really get anything off of it. Gets a W onto Azir. Is Azir going to go down here? Azir has his stream and shuffle, so he can do something.
Azir is not going to go down here. The stream and shuffle over the wall, and the Viego, the sound cue coming out onto the Viego. Then you can't see the Wukong going in the backline. Invis ults them, two of them, three of them to the Azir and the Wukong alone.
Very nice game from B5.
My god, but I think that's just it for B5. What we said this earlier in the champs, that Viego very much, works off getting the resets, but Ziwi Gaming here have just not been able to get any resets for the Viego to actually, excel in these fights. Cho'Gath is just 1v2ing, sitting up, knowing that no one can touch him.
In theory, how does Viego work with Cho'Gath ult? Oh wait, no, it doesn't work like that. It's Silas, right, that works like that? Silas can get Cho'Gath ult and then gets stronger because he's like he gets permanently stronger.
Indeed, sure. He does. I believe the pass stacks does stay in the case of the Silas eating the Cho'Gath ult.
No, but Viego doesn't get that, so I thought that was maybe the reason for the pick, but no, they just...
that was the reason for the Silas ban from red side.
True. This guy's in his onions, but it's got a big dinosaur waiting for him outside of it. It's not the
big toy dinosaur, the clickety clangs are there. You can hear them coming from the distance, and what can you do? You can do nothing except accept your fate as that Nika. Obviously, with that kill on the support, meaning red side have no vision, this is just a free Drake for blue side. Bard's just on his own little mission, seeing the Viego, just buying time, making sure Viego doesn't walk up to the pit. Does this mean they're now going to turn on the Sion? The Bard slow coming out, the Bard finally hitting an ult, but the Viego buffering it with his ult. That was a really smart play from Viego there. Honestly, I have to congratulate it. The Viego tech. The Yunara and Viego are going to be enough to just take down the Bard. The Viego not going to be taking the form because it's going to lead to his death, but he oversteps anyway, and his death is only imminent. Wukong getting the slight power range there, taking one shot, but getting the damage burst onto Yunara. Kai'Sa following up with the ult and the Q. The solo Q means that all the damage was onto the Yunara then, which means that just everyone collapses. Sion follows it. Viego's already gone. Yunara is dead. What can red team do here? I think this is just it.
As well.
The Baron buff is just too strong. That Cho'Gath with all that HP, he's just sitting there tanking an entire rotation from Yunara, and he just says that's not enough. Tanking both Nexus turrets, walking in there, having no chill. He's going to just shrug it off at the end. Look at him. Blue team do finish this match 34-14, the 20k gold ahead. Oh my god.
It was very close until it really wasn't very close anymore.
After that 5 minutes.
The 5 minutes. I feel like the first 10 minutes I was like, wow, they're matching punch for punch. This is going really well, and then it wasn't randomly. Like I don't remember when. Somewhere in that Armageddon of mid game fights, there was a 6k gold lead, and I don't remember when it was, but it did happen.